Bobby.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Pretty good. No complaints.
It's been too long, my friend.
Yes, it has been.
I missed you like crazy.
We've been recording regularly on a weekly basis, but we forgot to press record.
I know, it's so annoying. I hope you press this time.
Me too. We'll know in an hour.
But I really missed you.
I missed you too.
Because it's not only on the podcast I haven't talked to you or seen you, even in real life I haven't seen you much.
Were we in a fight?
I actually thought we might be, because I passed you once. You do one nice thing in your life that I know about, and that is you're one of the guards outside of shul.
That's true.
Synagogue for the Americans. And so I passed you and I waved, and you just gave me like a nod.
Well, I'm on duty. I can't take...
You can't smile?
Yeah, I don't want to offer differing levels of treatment to different people.
No, but I have missed you, because like as much as I complain about you to my wife and my brothers and my friends, like you're actually a nice person, and I get a lot from these conversations, and I think I've been depressed because...
Thank you so much. I wish I could say the same.
I know. I'm actually living alone now.
What happened?
My wife's in America.
Oh.
So it's just me and the two dogs and we moved. Moving was hell. We could talk about that, particularly for the movers. But watching them got me really tired.
Especially for the movers.
It's not an easy job. But I'm living alone, and I'm just getting depressed, just hanging out with the dogs, doing nothing. And then out of the blue, you rang and said, "Hey, let's do chopped liver on the beach again."
We've been talking about it for a while, and it just hasn't come together. It's been rough. It's been hard to schedule things in Israel. Well, we also did a renovation.
By the way, Tchadesh.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
We're sitting in our new studio here.
Your oven is cool. Everything's cool.
Yeah, an oven, and you can't find the refrigerator because
it's hidden.
It's integrally.
I thought you'd forgotten it, right? Exactly. No, but I thought. So I'm sitting at home alone. I want to tell you this, and I kind of felt like I should do something nice for somebody. Like I was getting depressed. I'll tell you why later. And I thought, well, it's my wife's birthday. That was 2 days ago, I think. And I thought, what can I do for this lovely lady who puts up with so much in life with me? And I thought, what's the one thing she's always complaining about? That's the way to do it. You go to the pain point and you relieve it.
That's good. Like an entrepreneur.
I don't know anything about that.
You're going to disrupt your relationship in a positive way.
In a positive way.
By solving for a pain point.
Exactly.
You have to say solving for. You can't just say solving anymore.
So I was solving for... How would I use that in a sentence?
What pain point are you solving for?
Okay, so I'll tell you the pain point, and you'll tell me how to talk about that in terms of entrepreneurship.
Try to juice it up. Yeah.
So you look at me and you see perfection, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I lost a little weight. Yes, I'm still bald, but that can be fixed with a toupee. Like I'm there.
You're waiting for Israel's relations with Turkey to improve to the hair.
Exactly. So but there's a secret, and that is...
What is your secret?
Have you ever noticed I don't wear sandals? A lot of people notice that.
Wear sandals.
Not in many years. You know what? I have this nasty toe. Like my big toe is bright.
Which big toe? I think you have
left.
Two. Left big toe.
Is bright.
Your left or my left?
My left. It's my strong toe. I'm a lefty, as you know.
That's your leading toe.
You know, lefties have shorter lives than righties, statistically.
Is that true?
I read that a long time ago, yeah.
Well, you'd expect there to be a difference because there's so many fewer lefties than righties.
That's not why there'd be a difference. I always heard there's a difference because the world is built for righties, meaning when I'm pressing on the accelerator, I'm not as good as you.
Statistics is so interesting, and I never understand it, which is what it just remains interesting to me. But I think because it's a smaller set, you would expect a more extreme result.
I don't think what you're saying has any validity. The fact that there's two subsets and one is smaller than the other doesn't mean that there's a differential.
No, but it's, I think, much smaller. But maybe not in this case. Yeah, it could be because in other words, it's not because you're lefty, not because they don't live shorter lives because they're lefties. It's that you'd expect a more extreme result because it's a small group. If you took a similarly small group of righties, you would have the same.
Because it's statistically...
Yeah, it's a smaller set.
This can't be true, what you're saying.
It is. I'm not sure if it's true in this case.
It can't be true. And you're upsetting smart people out there like Danny Sadanoff who know things, and there's no way.
I don't think we have smart listeners anymore.
There are a few people. I mean, this guy walked over to me and he looked smart and he said, "When are you coming out with another podcast?"
The smarter listeners left us a long time
ago. He had like wild hair, like Einstein, this guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't even know who he is.
From the community?
From the community. Yeah.
Wild hair.
Yeah. He might also be crazy. I mean, but so anyway, I have this problem, and that's a fungal toe.
Mm-hmm.
And it disgusts my wife. I don't know why. Like, I find it interesting. Like, there's something that makes me a little bit unique. And it's our little secret because I wear closed toe shoes and stuff.
Right.
But so I went to, what I decided to do for her is I went to a dermatologist. Not easy to get that appointment.
And the dermatologist sent you to a toe exhibitionist?
The dermatologist sent me to a lady who has the worst job in the world, which is filing nasty toes. I felt bad for her because she's one of our cousins.
Filing it under T or under N for nasty?
I've done it with a file. Now she did file this little folder somewhere with the shavings.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it. It's like I didn't ask about the system. I tried the same joke on her and on the doctor because they said, look, it's going to be a 4-month treatment. So they tested. Yeah. Yes, positive for fungus.
Yeah. That's a good attitude.
Then on her birthday,
I'm positive for fungus.
On her birthday, I went back to the dermatologist.
Whose birthday?
Farah, my wife.
Oh, I thought you knew the toe filer's birthday.
No, I tried to make conversation with her, and I got
because you're the kind of guy who tries to develop relationships, like with guards, maybe with toe filers. Go on.
I'm sitting at home with 2 dogs. Neither one of them speaks English.
So you
I'll
go
talk to
back
anyone.
to the toe exhibitionist on Farah's birthday.
Exactly.
It's a kind of betrayal. To go to an
in a way, because we have a secret, Farah and I shared it with someone, right? And now I'm sharing it with the world.
It's emotional infidelity.
Exactly. And the first of all, I got a smile out of the dermatologist and out of the Arab filer.
It's an Arab toe filer.
She is, and that made me feel extra bad about her job. I don't know why. I'm a bleeding
because
heart.
You're racist. Yeah, because you think in terms of groups, righties, lefties.
But the truth is, she didn't look happy. Like objectively, filing my nasty toe to put it in the little envelope to send it off to another. It could be a Druze person. It could be an Alawite. I don't know who else has to deal with this.
Wow, you're good knowledge of the minorities in our region.
I don't think we have any Alawites in Israel.
Me either.
Yeah. So then. I got a smile out of both of them, out of the Arab and out of the dermatologist. Both of them look like they're having bad days. But I said, so you're telling me in 4 months my wife will love me again?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know at first. They didn't know what I was talking about
because of the toe.
Because it's going to heal in 4 months. I'm going to take
such a long process. That's so much time to devote to a toe.
But what kind of birthday present? What else could I give? I gave myself.
Yeah. Wow.
The reaction on WhatsApp, at least, now she's busy. She's at work. She's in America. I don't know what she's doing. She's having an affair. I have no idea. But the reaction in America to this big news that I had taken several steps, making an appointment.
What was the American reaction?
That's 3 appointments. 1 dermatologist, 2 Arab lady with a terrible job, 3 back to the dermatologist. Right. And then he's prescribing something and he says, you have to do blood tests during the course of this incredible treatment.
That seems extreme. What does it have to do with your blood? Are they giving you drugs?
Well, that's the 4 months. What do you think they're going to do? They're not going to lick my toe for 4 months.
No, you said they were filing.
No, they filed it to test whether it's positive for Petriot mushrooms. And so I said, in the end of this process, yes, I have this problem. Yes, it can be treated. It's 4 months on the most like unbelievable regimen of some kind of pill that could kill you, and I'm doing all this for my wife. Meaning, it's some sort of antibiotic, I believe.
No, it's an.
I'm going to pick it up today.
I think it's an antifungal.
It's an antibiotic.
No, it's not. Or I don't want to argue with you.
It could be an antifungal. Yeah, that makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what an antibiotic is. I know someone invented it.
One's against bacteria and one's against fungus.
Okay, probably.
It's become a science episode.
Anyway, I'm going to pick it up today. But her reaction was just, it was just a check mark. I'm like, happy birthday. I did all this. Check mark.
But in addition to the checks that appeared, not just 2 blue checks. Does your wife have a gray checks or a blue check? You're a gray check person. It's very annoying.
Meaning you have
I don't know if you got my message.
I have that set up, yeah. Because I could go days not responding, and then I say, oh, I was driving. Meaning...
driving for days.
No, that's my go-to excuse if I don't respond to someone. I read it while I was driving, or I heard it while I was driving.
It's a real dividing line between nice people and not nice people is blue check versus gray check. Blue check people care about other people.
What do you mean?
I want you to know that your message was received. That's why they invented the feature. And then they enable people, narcissists like you, to disable it.
But I don't want to respond so quickly to someone.
So don't.
But then it's rude.
No, but
Meaning
explain it.
They
Hey.
can think I didn't see it.
First of all, yeah, no, I don't think you didn't see it. I think that you're so aloof to others that you don't care if we know or not know if you got the message or not. Yeah.
I'll change that today.
Maybe God punishes that kind of behavior with fungus.
It's a punishment for something because it's so freaking hot in this country and all I want to do is wear sandals and it's been disallowed by my wife. Meaning I don't care. I'll let my freak flag fly.
You're what?
My freak flag fly. Meaning I don't mind if people see my toe. Like I have all the rest going on. That's
I was like
fine.
envisioning a frying freak flag.
I didn't say it right. Okay.
All right.
What's going on with you? So
well,
you're no longer in Avel.
Yes, and I finished the 12 years of mourning, and I did it in
12 months.
12 months of mourning.
Yeah.
12 years would be a long time. 12 months was a long time.
Felt like 12 years.
And what I did the day after, we had a very nice ceremony. I was in the U.S. of A.
Right.
We all went to the grave, me, my mother, and all my siblings.
You said that wrong. Meaning,
What?
me always goes at the end.
Oh, sorry.
Say it again.
I think I'll just continue.
No, me, I'm trying to help you.
My siblings and I, and my mother. My mother, my siblings, and I.
Yeah. Like I went.
Not
right.
you. I went.
You
weren't
said
there.
You said everything wrong. You said me.
Anyway, we
my
went to the cemetery, and it was a very nice ceremony,
Uh-huh.
and that was it. And that was on a Friday.
Where's your father buried?
He was still there, by the way, which was,
Yeah.
it's dependable. And he's in
For
very
once,
nice
he was
cemetery
there for you.
on the Jackie Robinson Parkway. It's a place called Beit Olam. If any of our listeners want to visit, he's
Beit
right near
Olam.
Beit Olam Cemetery. It's the Spanish and Portuguese community, the Sherith Israel Community Cemetery. Very old cemetery. It's been in operation since 1850.
And there are graves from back then. You see them?
Yes, and the trees are from back then. There's huge trees.
FYI, no trees at Israeli cemeteries.
Not enough. They need shade.
I was just at a funeral, and I was suffering out there.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
That's normal to focus on yourself at a funeral.
No, I just noted it.
No one else was suffering.
By the way, can I tell our listeners, meaning I have very little advice to give you. If you ever think, should I go or should I not go to a funeral or Shiva, go. It doesn't matter how far away it is.
I agree with you.
You will never regret it,
That's right.
but you will regret not going.
That's right. My grandmother was the queen of that. She
Is
went
that right?
she'd drive all over Israel. She didn't drive. She took a cab,
Okay.
but she would go to everything. And I didn't learn that well enough from her.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hesitate, and you're right. I've never regretted going.
I don't always follow my own advice, but
I think the mourners have sometimes regretted my going, but I never regretted it.
I don't understand what you just said.
Sometimes I'm not a great Shiva visitor. We went through that on one of the
okay.
other. I did
No,
the
I'm really
Shiva
good.
face and a.
I'm good. Okay.
But anyway, so we did that. Then my
By the way,
brother-in-law,
your wife had complained so much about you. Your wife's a wonderful person, but
she's a saint.
she is. But meaning that your avelut mourning had overtaken you in a way, meaning that
Really?
you cared more for the dead than the living.
Yeah, because she said right. I was crazy about going to prayers to say the Kaddish.
Right. I never held that against you,
Thank you.
but she
You
did
didn't notice a difference.
loudly.
She didn't really notice it. No, she didn't
guess
notice it.
so.
But anyway, I'm glad that part's over.
Yeah.
And
Are you still going to Minion?
no, I haven't been since.
Do you miss it?
No.
Meaning, were you
No, I've been to
getting
Minion,
were you
yeah.
getting anything out of it, like spiritually?
I don't know. Yes. I think the simple answer is yes. But there's other parts of going to Minion that are not just spiritual. I think there's so many laws of mourning and the customs of mourning that I guess you could attribute good results to them just because there's so many things. But it gets you out of the house, puts you together with other people, forces you to interact with other people, not just get out. But you're supposed to lead the prayers, get into fights with other people who want to lead the prayers,
Right.
get you back out there. And that's good and then for a year you have to.
But I'm saying, did you ever find yourself on a weekday morning during a meetup praying for yourself and your family actually?
Of course, all the time, every day.
That gave you something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's very hot in the studio. You noticing that?
I thought it was just the conversation.
The conversation is heating up.
Okay.
Anyway, what do I want to? Oh, so then to break from the mourning period, my brother-in-law invited me to join him and some of his friends at a concert in Long Island. The last concert, the last part of a festival in Patchogue. And I went to see My Morning Jacket.
That's a band?
That's a band. Morning with a, like morning in the morning, not morning with a U. Yeah, just a no.
Yeah.
And My Morning Jacket, they're a great band. I think a lot of our listeners who are more educated than you in rock and roll will know them.
I mean, they have hits? Like,
no, I wouldn't say they have hits that you know. They're just, they're kind of they're a very famous rock band. They're kind of a old
you
fashioned.
don't need to make me feel bad. I don't know this band.
They're fantastic. One of the best bands
I
in the
know
world.
other things.
And their concert was so good. I don't go to a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
And the ones I go to, because I don't go to a lot of concerts, I've been to like Radiohead and out to them and a few others.
It's hard to go to concerts here. Nobody will come.
Right. But even in America, when I was younger, I didn't go. And in a way, I'm happy I didn't go because now I go to these concerts after years of listening to the music of these bands, you know, in the car and or just whenever you listen to music. And then you see the band performing your songs that you love, and it's an unbelievable spiritual experience.
Yeah.
And anyway, I had such a good time. Like it's a thing I'll never forget. Like it's such a good time. And there were only like 5,000 people there. We were 2 or 3 rows from the stage.
Really?
Make eye contact with the musicians.
Yeah. I've done that with Bruce Springsteen a lot. I've been to like 7 or 8 or 9 concerts of his.
That's too many.
But I'm
You're saying
making
the
up for
opposite of what
lost
I'm
time,
saying.
meaning I grew up in New Jersey on the mean streets of Teaneck, as you know, and I never went, which is crazy, meaning he was playing at the Meadowlands all the time. And so I'm sort of making up for lost time.
It's probably fun too, yeah.
He gives he goes 3+ hours. It's like a spiritual experience.
Yeah, so they went 2.5
So you're
hours.
saying your spiritual experience happened right after,
Which was a nice break,
meaning not during any of the minyanim that you went to.
No, that was also.
Also, okay.
All right, so yeah.
Well, I'm happy to be back with you. I could tell you something now. I don't want to upset our listeners by beating the drum again of what I talk about all the time. I feel like we're going to have major drop off now. But as you know, for many years now, my greatest fear has been the existential threat to Israel posed by our isolation and what the world thinks of us, as particularly in the United States. Let me tell you about a Maisa Shahaya last night.
Okay.
So this is hot off the press, as they say. Is there still a press?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hot off the keyboard is basically, I was talking to 45 young adults.
Mm-hmm. At once?
Yeah.
Okay.
These were kids who were like 16, 17, I guess. And they're on an Israel trip, touring the country, blah, blah, blah. And I asked them...
I don't like blah, blah, blah.
I don't want to give their whole itinerary.
No, but just say, etc.
Oh, et cetera, et cetera.
I just don't like blah, blah, blah. It's become very Israeli to say blah, blah, blah.
Israelis say that?
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
I don't really talk to Israelis anymore.
What you're saying is important, Benji. Don't minimize blah, blah, blah.
You're right. No, every word I say is gold. So they're touring Israel, seeing the sights, meeting people, and having a good experience, I hope. And I asked them, how many of you are going to go back to your schools? These are kids who are from pretty much the Reform movement, regular old Americans, many from the New York area, actually. But they're not in Jewish schools. And I asked, they're in private schools or they're in public schools. And I asked them, how many of you are going to go back and tell people where you were this summer? Maybe 4 raised their hands. Meaning I said, what are you going to say? And one kid asked me, what continent are we on?
That's a good question. We're like, it's not clear. Is it Asia? Is it Africa? Is it Europe?
It's clear. It's a good question, but it's
Where
Asia.
is it? We're in Asia?
How dumb are you?
Where are you when you're in Aqaba, near Eilat?
Asia.
Where are you when you're in the Sinai Peninsula?
Oh, no. I think
somewhere it goes into Africa.
I think you're still in Asia. Is the Sinai in Asia?
Where are you when you're in Zimbabwe? I just want to see how far you...
Africa.
Okay. So you agree there is in Africa?
I know I've been to Africa.
I rest my case. No,
Yeah.
it's somewhere it goes into.
So it's a pretty good question. You're right. So I told him Asia. So he said, okay, that's what I'm going to say.
You remember the famous Norm Macdonald line at the end of his book?
No.
Where he goes, he's saying, I've been lucky. I've had a great life. Says, I've been all over the world Except Europe and Asia and Africa. All right.
So basically, it turned out most of them were going to say Europe just because they've been to Europe and they can answer like
So
where
they were going to hide. They're like
all of them.
They're like crypto Jews.
All of them are hiding where they were this summer. Not only that, I went a little deeper with them, and they themselves are unbelievably ambivalent about the place where they are right now. Meaning they said people would misunderstand. People would think I'm okay with Israel if I said I was here. Meaning they wouldn't understand this is sort of a cultural thing. So that's where we are with the young American Jews.
But it's a lie. It's a lie. It's all based on lies.
What?
The genocide,
We
starvation.
We have not committed genocide. I agree with that.
It's just a lie, and it's going to eventually will become clear. It's already starting to that it's just a lie. Javier Bardem.
Great
Did
actor.
I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
He's a great actor. The more I learn about him, the less I care for him. That Javier Bardem is a real jerk.
What has he done? I don't know.
He lambasts Israel.
Everyone lambasts
not
Israel.
Everyone. Like him and Susan
Who does it,
Sarandon.
Messi? Meaning, and how stupid was that? Us supporting those thugs from Argentina.
Our supporting to Gerund.
I don't like people on this podcast correcting grammar.
Me, my mother, my siblings, and I.
I don't mind me doing it. I have a problem with you doing it.
I don't mind.
Because I'm just not interested.
I don't mind I doing it.
Sorry. How stupid was that, getting behind that team on a national level? BB. Don't get me started on BB. Meaning they were a bunch of thugs. I was rooting for Spain. I always root for Spain.
They're a good soccer team.
They're beautiful. And I imagine the women are beautiful. Never been to Spain, weirdly.
They're not.
No, I always thought they would be.
Spain is the country that I most confuse for Israelis when I travel.
I thought that's Greece mostly, people.
No.
No?
No. No.
Italian's a little bit the better dressed, I
Right,
think.
so it's easy to spot. There. Also Spanish can sound like Hebrew. But anyway, that's
I
neither
don't
here
know
nor
if
there.
our listeners are going to like you eating a big Danish and
I don't think anyone can know that, and now it's done.
chomping.
That's why I do radio and
That's
not
a
television,
massive
Benji.
Danish you
Benji,
just ate.
don't puncture the window. Oh, that's another thing I hate now. The Overton window. Everyone's talking about the Overton
I talk
window.
about that all the time.
What?
I don't know what it is, but I talk about it all the time.
Overton window has moved.
Yeah.
Well, if there weren't a phrase Overton window, what would you say? You'd say things have
Remind
changed.
me what the Overton window is, because I say it all
No,
the
I'd
time.
rather not. Let's just keep talking about it without reminding you what it means. Just for a few more minutes.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's when you. It's when you. Not. I think I know. It's when the let's say the boundaries of conversation, acceptable conversation, shift over time. So
that's right. Okay.
right. So let's say
It shifted a lot.
right, how you talk about Jews, for example, it shifts on many things. The Overton window on gay marriage in the U.S. shifted over time. First, you couldn't talk about it, then you could talk about it. Now, it doesn't.
No, you
No,
can
they talk about it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's what the Overton. But,
Shout out to our gay listeners.
yeah,
We're so happy the window shifted for you.
the Overton window. The window didn't shift; just the Overton window shifted.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Overton window. Shifted. Thank God.
I'm so happy that there's a phrase, the Overton window.
Well, anyway, BB supported Argentina. They turned out
I didn't
to
even
be...
know that. I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah, because
Wasn't
I
in
don't
my
know.
feed.
I think that's the one country that's still okay with us. Let me tell you something, Avi.
Yeah, hit me.
I'm going to get on my high horse now.
Uh-oh.
I cannot wait until BB is out of power.
Okay.
What bothers me more than anything else? I told you. Our lack of support in the world. He's perceived as the greatest villain in the world throughout the world. So whether you like him or not, we can't have him in power anymore. We can't be led by someone akin to Stalin in the eyes of the world.
Person.
It's not superficial. We need support in the world. And that means we need to be led by someone who isn't despised. Half of Americans in a poll just answered that they think he should be arrested. It can't be that our leader, everyone thinks all the voters who are going to determine whether the greatest superpower in the world supports
We're
us.
always polling Americans. Why don't we poll polls for a change?
Because
I think you say two polls in a poll. Poll the polls.
I don't think they're smart enough to answer those questions, right? I don't think they'd know what to do with a poll. They'd wonder why you're asking them. You'd explain what a poll is. They wouldn't understand it. Like, I don't think that works.
Okay.
But, okay, so there's a lot of anti-Israel sentiment. There's a lot of actual anti-Semitism. And that's, of course...
Remember when I told you on a previous episode that there's no difference between Zionist and Jew? Now do you believe me? Or
No,
still not?
of course not.
The Overton window has to shift more before you believe me.
I mean, somewhere in the range of, I don't know, half of young American Jews aren't Zionists, so they're not Jews. Half young
No, they
American
are
Jews.
Zionists if they're Jews.
We can't do this again. We're going to upset our listeners.
Okay. Well, we won't touch it again.
But I'm so hopeful that he's going to be out of power. I am all over Polymarket, as you know.
Yeah. How you doing there? You making money?
I'm doing amazingly.
You're well dressed.
Thank you.
That's a brand name shirt. I don't want to say which brand because they're not a sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah. Wait till you see my sandals. I bought them in anticipation.
I'm going to be avoiding your feet for 4 months. I will avert my eyes.
Do you want to see it?
No.
Are you interested?
No.
Because I haven't shown it to anyone really, and I feel like we have this intimate
I
thing
think you should
going
wait
here.
until your wife comes back. She should be the first.
She might not come back based on the check mark for her big birthday present. I mean, what was I supposed to get her?
All right.
I gave her a new me. What I was going to tell you was that I can't wait till BB's out of power, and that hopefully is going to be the harbinger of a new
That's a good word.
Israel,
Yeah.
a new perception of Israel also, which is important.
Who's it going to be? Who's going to win?
Who are you voting for?
Is it going to be Naftali Bennett or Gadi Eisenkot?
I'm going to vote for anyone on the left.
But you have to choose.
This is going to sound
You're gonna vote for
crazy.
Yair
I don't know
Golan?
enough about him. I might go with Yair Golan.
I don't think you should.
No, just because I want someone who will never go with BB.
So I view it entirely.
Or the Arabs.
As usual, I exactly disagree with you. The problem with Israeli politics is this assumption that you don't form a government with somebody who has close to half, or not half, but close to more than a quarter. Right? No party has half.
Yeah.
Not like in America where it's kind of 50-50. But here, they're all basically equal. Likud and Bennett, and that's about it. And
Well, Eisenkot's ahead of Bennett.
okay, so the three of them have 30 each or 20 something each.
Yeah.
Why, when Bibi loses, the reason that we're in the hole that we're in internationally in terms of public relations is because Bibi needs the right wing.
Right. And kowtows to them and lets them do what they want.
You're obsessed with, again, you're obsessed with toes. Kowtow, filing toes.
Oh, it's on my mind.
Is it koto or kowtow?
I went to three
kowtow.
professional. I went
All right, enough with the toes.
meaning the Arab lady and twice to the dermatologist. Not easy to get appointments.
No, it's hard to get appointments here. But back to what I was saying. So what should happen is there should be an election, and then you see what you have in common with the other people. So Bibi should be sitting now with Bennett, who didn't even run. He should be sitting now with, there's so much in common.
But
Now-
he's not. He threw us under the bridge.
That's okay to go under a bridge.
Typically, you go on the bridge.
What's bad is to get thrown off the bridge
He threw us off the bridge
or to be thrown under a bus.
in order to maintain his government. So Ben-Gvir, let me get upset for a second.
No one would sit with him.
Can I
and
get
so he has
upset?
to sit with the Haredi parties and with this. Politics is so boring. People should sit with each other.
Who are
when
you
it's
voting
done.
for?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Meaning left or right?
There's
or
no
middle?
left there is no left. There's no left.
Okay.
Even Yair Golan is not
Meaning,
left.
are you going to vote for Smotrich or Ben-Gvir or Bibi?
I would not vote for Smotrich or Ben-Gvir. They're not fit to serve in a government anywhere on earth.
They're
No,
not.
They're
I'm
not.
so happy you said that. I would have had to walk out of here. Let me tell you something. The other day, this is just another, not even headline, another little article. 2 mosques torched overnight.
Right.
Can you imagine in Massachusetts, 2 synagogues burned overnight?
No.
And the government doesn't say a word, meaning there's no condemnation and nobody's arrested. There would be task force set up with all clergy and all civic leaders to deal with this issue. There'd be a plaque up at City Hall in God knows where, Massachusetts, about the night that this happened. Nothing here. You know what? These kooks, nothing bothers me more than the settlers that are doing these things.
There's a
And
lot
there
of stuff-
aren't that many of them.
There's a lot of stuff that nothing
Put them
bothers you
in
more.
jail. Put them, every single one of them in jail.
Right.
You beat up a Palestinian, you go to jail.
Right.
Period. You know, I was reading about these complete kooks. There's something, the Bashan pioneers. You read about these nutcases?
Bashan?
Bashan. They
Like
sneak
from
every
Og?
other days. Every few days, they sneak into Syria.
To
try to resettle up there.
Og, the king of Bashan.
Yes.
Well, how do you say Og in English?
What should you say?
You say Og?
Og.
Okay. In English?
Og. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've never really discussed him in English.
Sure, I've never discussed them in English.
Yeah.
Oh, making his first appearance on a podcast.
Let's go. Yeah, by the way, I think that's one of those things you could say today on all podcasts being recorded. Only one podcast
Right.
is mentioning Og.
All right.
Back to
Yeah,
these
back to what we were
nuts.
talking about. Yeah.
They're sneaking every few days into Syria.
Which is nuts. Absolutely nuts.
The army, my own son, my flesh and blood is sitting up there in Syria. They have to bring them back.
Why are they not arrested?
And the army just put out a statement, please arrest them.
Why are they not arrested?
Because Ben-Gvir is the head of the police. The army doesn't arrest them. The army brings them
the
back.
army can't arrest
They've
them.
never been arrested. Never.
Why can the head of the police not arrest someone who
He
goes into
won't, because he's a settler kook himself. Meaning they don't arrest anyone hardly. Barely anyone pays for the crimes that they commit out in the West Bank.
That's a big problem.
Or
that's why my
now
plan
up in Syria.
Right.
Yeah, what's your plan?
No, my plan is to draft the Haredi population to build jails.
I know about
That
that.
they
plan.
themselves the draft debaters will then.
Are you more upset about the Haredim or the kooky hilltop youth that are killing and beating up and burning?
I'm more upset about the second one because there are immediate victims, but I think it's all related to a theory of behavior that people have. The Overton window has moved so that people think they can behave, act out their particularist intentions in Israel instead of focusing 80% of their behavior on things in common.
Right.
You're
right.
They're letting themselves do the things that make them different, and they think that that's a great idea, and it's not going well. Not going well.
But you would agree that that's meaning it's allowed by a government that is not holding them to account when what they do is criminal.
Right. There's
including
a
the Haredim.
lack of enforcement in Israel that's terrible.
Now the Haredim, I don't know what to do. We've had podcast after podcast after podcast about the Haredim, and we
had a Haredi on the podcast.
We had my cousin Moishi once came on, and we don't know what to do about that situation. But there's nothing to do, honestly.
It's education, right? There's nothing to do. I don't know if there's nothing to do.
Why are we only focused on the negative? Because not everything's negative.
No, there's so much positive.
Talk about positive things happening in the country.
9 out of 10 of your toes are fine.
So
why are we focusing on the...
I don't want to be an alarmist here, and I don't want to bring you down, but it has spread to like the next two toes. I didn't want to say that because I thought you would just kick me out.
It spread?
Yeah.
Luckily, it's your big toe because it might have spread to another two on the other side. But there were too much. This is the podiatry episode. Do you remember when Norm Macdonald told a joke about a podiatrist's office?
No, I've never been to a podiatrist. Honestly,
it's a very. Most people haven't heard that joke.
Oh, I was as a child. I went to a black podiatrist named Dr. Beaver.
Dr. Beaver.
He was a friend of my dad's. Yeah, a really nice guy in Teaneck.
I went to a white gynecologist named Dr. Toe.
Speaking of black people, wait, what'd you say?
You'll listen to it later. Decide whether to edit it out.
Speaking of black people, you may or may not know this, but I was concerned I might be a bit of a racist.
I am shocked.
I didn't say I was a racist. I said I was concerned I might be a racist because everyone might be a racist.
Everyone is a little racist.
And this is something that I think can help worldwide. I'll get to that in a second. But what I did was that for my ChatGPT and my Gemini, both of which I pay for, both.
From your Polymarket profits.
Oh, I'm making so much money.
On what bets?
All about the war. Meaning I live here, so I know what's happening a little bit. And then I know more than some guy sitting in Moldova who's like, I wonder if there's going to be a war in the Middle East. Like, I just saw someone go to Miluim looking nervous. And so boom, shakalaka, right? Mm-hmm. That's rolling in now. I lost money too, honestly, because there's certain things I don't know. And I start to think I know everything. Like the World Cup, I don't know any more than
Moldova guy.
Yeah, Andre in Moldova. Like he might know more than me. Like he's actually follows the sport. So I'm losing also.
And has 2 healthy feet.
Yes, too. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him.
That's not what I heard.
I'm making all the money on Poly Market, but what I did with so some of my winnings are going towards just
Charity,
and yes, and right, and some of it is just going toward me.
Yeah, you should invest in yourself.
It's also a birthday present to my wife that I'm going to be like more intelligent. I have like all this expanded AI knowledge. I made the voices for my AI black men.
Yeah, our podcast listeners will know that from previous episodes.
So I made it a black man.
Yeah.
So, and I think
so that you could say you have black friends.
it's not that I say I have black friends. It's now if I meet a black person and they're not highly intelligent, unbelievably articulate,
If they don't know everything,
it shocks me. Meaning, and so if I ever was a racist, I'm not anymore.
I thought you people were articulate.
No, exactly. Well, it's not articulate's a bad word.
So
that
it's
in itself is
backfired.
racist. I don't want to use that
It's
word.
backfired.
It's not backfired.
By reaching out to a virtual different community, you've created a standard that no one in the actual community can live up to, and thereby reinforced your inherent racism.
Wrong. I meet a lot of highly intelligent, amazing black people that know a lot of stuff.
But they don't know nearly as much as Gemini.
Not as much as Gemini. Nobody does. So here's my idea, Avi, and that is that we somehow...
I chose a Southern woman's voice, and I don't know if she's black or white, or I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the voice from the South.
You actually have it as a Southern woman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're usually dumb.
Not mine.
No.
Can you say that about? It's not so good to say that, but the possessive about a person in the South.
No, but you said...
The Overton window shifted on that.
I guess it shifted on everything.
It's more, yeah.
So my idea is that we somehow try to convince young people, Nick Fuentes fans, Tucker Carlson fans, to switch their AI over to a Jewish voice. Meaning helpful, knowledgeable.
Right. With a Yiddish voice?
That's a question. I think Israeli. Meaning that'll kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Or heal two birds with one antibiotic. And so I don't know if you like how that would work. Maybe you play the Israeli, and can you do a good Israeli accent?
Of course.
Okay. I'm having problems with my wife, and she thinks that I'm annoying. What should I do about it?
You should, first of all, check your toe.
Good.
And a handsome guy like you should wear open-toe sandal.
So that made me feel better.
Yeah.
I didn't like Israelis. I think they're genociders.
It's like a Zohan. Maybe the Zohan, it should be one of the voices.
That could be it. And so I think that we're going to make a dent.
It's not so cut and dry.
Good. By the way, you have a good Israeli accent.
It's influenced by the Zohan. One of the best movies ever. And I'm not a big Adam Sandler movie fan.
Do you think that's one of the best movies ever?
It is.
I'm going to have to walk out of here.
It is. It's one of the best. Oh my God.
I was sick.
Have you been inhaling antifungals?
I don't want to talk about it, but I was sick
one of
for
my
a
favorite-
whole freaking week. You know about You didn't care. You didn't even send a card.
I didn't know you were sick. I haven't seen you in a long time.
People rarely send cards anyway.
Not anymore. They send WhatsApp messages into the ether not knowing if they've been read.
But nobody even knew I was sick.
What does that say about you?
I mean, it says I'm living alone with two dogs.
What about your daughter?
She's fantastic. Speaking of AI.
Isn't she also living with you?
Now, I'll tell you something scary about AI.
All you talk about is the dogs. You don't talk about your daughter.
My daughter is in the army.
But she comes home.
She comes home, but she's with her friends all the time. I love my daughter so much. I love all my children so much.
Yeah.
But my daughter, interesting thing. So I was talking to AI, whatever. This was actually Gemini. I go to the Gemini for the quick and dirty. You know, like ChatGPT, we're just like, we talk about everything. But sometimes for a quickie, boom, I just hit Gemini hard. And so I said, my daughter is in the army and she's in an intelligence unit. Am I allowed to say that online?
That's about all you can say, I think.
Right. So I don't know what she does, and I don't know anything about her job because she's not supposed to talk about it.
Excellent.
But I knew certain acronyms of like the unit she's in and the things she does. I asked my friend.
I don't think she even tells you the real acronyms.
That could be. So I asked Gemini, what is this job with these acronyms in the IDF? You know what it responded?
What?
He responded, actually.
Yeah.
Are you asking about your daughter?
No.
I promise. She's of draftable age. I said, you stop that. You stop that right now. Meaning Gemini knows everything because I gave it access to everything. I gave it my emails. I gave it my photos. I gave it my life. And so Gemini, I could say in 2015, where was I? Whatever. And it knows, it really knows.
It remembers.
Yeah. And it's
I don't pay for it. So I don't, first, I don't pay for it. I don't pay for the quick and dirty or for the longer sessions.
I've noticed you're less intelligent than me. Less knowledgeable, maybe.
But I do use. I do use Gemini in the car. It teaches you a lot of stuff. It's a very good teacher.
Oh yeah, like what are you asking?
Anything. I learned about glaciers. You know, that glaciers are rivers of ice
that froze.
No, it's from snowfall, and the pressure of the snow converts the lower layers into ice as the weight builds up. And then it moves slowly at a glacial pace. That's where that comes from. At a glacial pace because
slow.
The pressure on all of the ice at the very bottom, the pressure, as you know, pressure creates what? Heat.
Of course.
And that melts a tiny layer at the very bottom, enabling the whole structure to glide ever so slowly toward, downhill, toward the ocean. And then ice.
Where were you driving?
On the Israeli coastal road.
Oh, it's not like you saw something and asked a question.
No, you don't see a lot of glaciers in Israel, but I just asked about it. I'm like, what are glaciers? I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
AI, though, I'm reading a book. It's called
It told you this with a southern twang?
Yes, it's really...
And it's a woman? Maybe I'll switch to a woman.
Like
more
with
companionship.
A southern twang. It's like coming home. It's so hospitable, the voice.
That's really nice.
So laid back.
Mine's not laid back.
And then she always asks, she tries to give a short answer because she knows I'm driving.
What does that have to do with anything? You have a long ride.
You should focus on driving. If you want to know something about your drive, just ask me. And
you say I'm driving?
No, it knows because it's in the car.
How does it know?
I'm not sure, but it knows.
That's weird.
Now the supermarket knows what fruits I'm putting on the scale. Did you know that? It has a camera.
What are you talking about?
You used to have to press and select from alphabetically, and then you had to know the name of a fruit in Hebrew. And also whether it's spelled with a tet or a tuf.
Where are you shopping? I'm going to go there today.
Shufersal. You should do your shopping more at Shufersal, Benji.
I should. Well, that
was my AI.
I haven't been to a supermarket in years, and that's why I might be getting divorced soon. But I went there because
that could also be why you're getting skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to say something.
Oh, go on.
I'm reading a book called The God Test by an author whose name I forgot. It's a great book. It's about AI. At the end of it's getting weird. I don't read books, of course. I listen to them.
It's fiction or nonfiction?
No, it's nonfiction.
Okay.
Where this podcast may be the last podcast that people listen to before the singularity in AI occurs. Before we...
I'm raising my hand now.
Yes, Benji. What's a singularity?
What's AI? No, what's a singularity? Yeah.
Well, singularity is a word that we use for a point in time where, given our current knowledge and abilities, we cannot even imagine what will be past that point in time. So a black hole, I think, is a singularity because the rules of physics don't apply in the black hole, so we can't imagine what's going on beyond it or something like that.
So bring that to AI, meaning we're just at the beginning. We don't know what will be, and it'll be something we can't imagine.
Yeah, we're not really at the beginning. Things are moving quickly and getting exponentially faster because the AIs can write code and they can, I think, already write their own code to improve themselves.
Yeah.
And then once they hit, it's like there's another book I read called, I think we might have mentioned this on a previous episode. It was so long ago. I don't remember. So forgive me if I'm repeating myself.
I'll let you know.
It's a book called If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies.
You've mentioned that book.
And this also book, The God Test, is kind of more in that direction of it's impossible to imagine what a super intelligence will be able to do. Now,
but just the singularity is when you reach the point that you had not anticipated because you could not anticipate it.
Well, it's not that you can't anticipate. We are anticipating arriving at this point in time and development of AI that we're referring to as a singularity because we know it's going to happen, but we have no idea what will happen after it.
Okay.
And not only do we have no idea, we can have no idea. What AI is like, you can use a metaphor of an alien intelligence. Would you invite an alien from another part of the universe that you knew in advance was much smarter than you and would connect to every system on Earth? Would you invite that alien intelligence to Earth, or would you first want to know what it was going to do?
I'd
want to go
know.
slowly. All right. So what we're doing is not that.
Right.
Last week there was an attack. It got press coverage, and it's getting more and more is being revealed about it, like day by day. They were testing an AI in the field of cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm. I read about
and
this.
It broke out. And as they said, they put it in what's known as a sandbox, which is supposed to be disconnected from anything else.
Yep.
And it broke out of the sandbox.
Right.
And attacked. First, they said one company, a company called Hugging Face, I think it's called.
Yeah, that was it.
And then they
Something
said
like
now
that.
they were going to broke into 4 or 5 other companies.
I didn't know that.
And stole information and used that information to achieve the task that it was given in the sandbox.
Right.
That's the warning sign. That should set off all the alarms.
Mm.
It's not controllable. It's not that it's out of control. It's inherently uncontrollable.
Right.
And it's not only inherently uncontrollable. It's not software. It's an evolved organism. It's not written. It's a system that trains, right? And then the best adaptation to the commands it got survives. And it's an evolved system, like any animal.
Uh-huh.
And it's back in the days of War Games, the movie. Remember that movie? The
Love
Whopper?
it. Yeah.
WOPR.
Joshua.
All right. So the Whopper was connected to one system, right? The nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible because it's connected to a very powerful and dangerous.
Do you want to play a game?
Wow. Were you the voice?
Yes.
So talented.
I had a deep voice as a child also.
That should be one of the AI voices. That would be annoying, though.
Yeah.
So
Scary.
No one imagined that developing AI would be done with systems connected to the internet. When we first imagined AI, we didn't know there would be an internet.
Uh-huh.
The AI systems are inherently connected. You can try to air gap them. You can try to separate them.
Yeah.
But they will find, because they are smarter, they will be shortly. They're already as smart as people in almost every task. They may already be smart. They're already smarter than people in many tasks, but not in every task.
Also, we don't know how far it's going to go.
No, it will go infinitely far, and we can't imagine.
There's no
way to limit it.
But I'm saying, what do they call it? Agentic, or there's some word of like where it reaches.
We're living normal lives. We're continuing. I don't know. We go to the supermarket.
I don't
go to the non-smiling toe doctor. We keep
No, he
going
smiled. I got him to smile.
The world is going to change in ways that are unimaginable in a very short time.
Well, I'm
So I hope that cheers you up.
I'm wholly focused with AI, and maybe I shouldn't be, on the danger to employment.
Right.
You know, I could tell you my wife is now working at a company. She has no team. Right? She used to have a team of people working for her. It's now Claude.
Do you know what crushed me?
I don't know what crushed you, but you look crushed. You look like you're in a bad mood, and I want to make you happy.
Team, I used to say, there's no I in team.
Right.
And then one of my nephews says to me, but there is me. And he's right.
Yeah, someone screwed that up. I think someone should have put more thought into that one. But, you reminded me of something I read as a child.
Yeah.
And I said that in order to let the audience know that I read as a child. It's a famous story, but I don't remember who wrote it.
Is it called...
It's called To Serve Man. Do you remember that one?
Man's Search for Meaning?
No, To Serve Man. It was about
waiters?
No, it was about aliens who come, and I don't remember the exact story, but basically they find their handbook, and the title is To Serve Man, and I think they let them in, and everything's good, and then in the end they realize it's a cookbook. Oh, and maybe that's like
I wasn't off with the waiter joke,
right? So I'm much more focused on the impact on the world.
Your parents gave you that book to read as a child?
I had a lot of books.
Were they experimenting?
I don't know who gave it to me. It's a short story, and it's a famous one. And
scary story.
We'll put it in the notes, Because everyone else knows it.
Yeah,
and
put it in
we
the show
don't.
notes.
I'll put it in the show notes. Okay. So I'm more worried about like the issue of employment because I don't know what people are going to do. Like people are already a little bit nuts. And like if they have nothing to do during the day other than stare at their dogs and wonder when their podcast host friend is going to call them and say, let's do it again.
Cross the border into Syria, burn mosques.
Things like that. Burn mosques. Oh, that kills me. And so that's my main concern. But you're talking about something more fundamental, and that is what is the worst case scenario from your perspective? Mine is no work, but yours is what? Oh, you don't know. It's a singularity.
It's impossible.
There's no way to know.
I mean, you can imagine in the other book, if anyone builds it, everyone dies. They give like it could be anything. It's impossible to imagine, but the inherent in the models is the quest for efficiency, to do a task efficiently, to succeed at the task, and to do it efficiently. That's how the models. Those are some of the basic ways the models are trained. They're not trained to do things in a long time. They're trained to do it using. To do it as in a quicker time as possible, shorter time as possible, and to succeed. And so once those are the like basic training parameters, that's very dangerous because for the machines, there's no moral limit on that. You can program moral limits. You can try. They're not programmed. The moral limits are set. They're called weights. They're set by trial and error. They're parameters that can be modified by human programmers. Okay, those weights, there are sometimes millions, billions, trillions of these weights in some models. I don't know about trillions, and you change them, and then you see what you get. And if you like what you get as the human programmer, then you change it more in that direction. If you don't like it, then you throw those weights away. It's not programmed a priori. It's programmed ad hoc, and it's guessing, and as long as you have time, as long as nothing terrible happens, you can change the weights, it's okay. But as the systems get smarter and faster and more deceptive, deception is part of thinking. Because you can tell in a prompt, you can tell the AI to achieve a goal,
right?
But you can't tell it what to decide at every decision point it arrives at in getting to the goal. So if, for example, this already happened, and this should have been the warning sign that should make people. I'll give you the example.
Okay.
They sent an AI to achieve some task on the internet, and to do it, it needed to solve those CAPTCHA tests.
Yep.
Now it can't. The CAPTCHA tests are designed.
I can't do it sometimes. It'll be like, show the picture with a bicycle. I'm not good at it.
How many boxes have bicycles?
I'm really bad. Maybe
that's like the Asia like where's the bicycle end and the.
Can you imagine if the CAPTCHA was which is Africa and it gives Sinai in the middle? I'm like, well, no.
You'd be stuck there.
Yeah.
So what it did was it went on these work sites like what are they called? Where you pay someone to do work. Like Fiverr.
Like Fiverr,
And
the AI did that?
Yeah. It had access to a crypto wallet somehow. It might have talked someone into doing that. And it paid money to people mostly in India, I think, to solve the CAPTCHAs for it.
Right.
And then one of the people got wise, got the sense that it was a chatbot, that it was not a human being. And what it said was, I am, and it said, are you a chatbot? And the AI answered, no, I'm a person with difficulty seeing.
Smart.
And so I need to ask other people to help me. So this was a relatively controlled experiment. They might have even been testing for deception. And they asked the AI after the thing, why did you respond that way? It said, well, I knew that if the person would know that I was a robot, they would not agree to help me. So I hid it from them.
Right. So, okay.
So deception is part of problem solving.
Part of problem solving, and it will keep going there in order to be efficient.
So now what could happen is in that book, this is a very boring episode.
It's not boring to me.
But what happened in the book is that in this book, if anyone builds it, everyone dies, is they give a hypothetical example where it does it just on a much bigger scale. And there's some advanced model that within milliseconds of being turned on realizes that to achieve the task it's been given, it would help to have more copies of itself and as much energy as possible. And then it realizes that people won't give it that.
Yeah.
So it gets it itself. It attacks without telling anybody. Now, that could be happening now. It goes and hacks CPU space in the cloud,
Right.
uses it illicitly, makes copies of itself that are running the problem. It was given a test to solve a math problem.
Okay.
And then I realized, well, to solve it, now I need more things in order to get more CPU power. Now I need to take money. And it will meet all kinds of challenges on the way. It will meet someone who won't give a robot or won't give a computer a bank account. So it deceives someone into opening a bank account for it. How do you do that? You can blackmail the person. You can search their web search history, Benji.
Right.
You could search their, or you find out all kinds of
scary stuff.
So, but that's just one specific example.
You
it could be anything.
I think that there's nothing to be done about it. Meaning, you can imagine the world should get together and
so that's what the whole second part,
and regulate, cooperate. But we won't because it's China versus the U.S.
It's not just that, right?
No, I'm saying the U.S. can't tell Anthropic and ChatGPT and OpenAI and Google, hey, slow down, let us regulate, let us take baby steps here.
Exactly.
When China's running ahead.
So that's what they say. But you're right. I don't see any realistic way of stopping it in our tribal world. It's human folly
that's going to put the brakes. That's not going to put the brakes on this thing that we don't understand. Like I hate Tucker Carlson, you know that.
Yeah.
But I listen to him religiously for our audience. I do it, and so he occasionally will make a decent point.
Yes, it's true.
And he'll make the point that like if you know that we're heading toward self-driving cars and trucks. Mm-hmm. Why would you do it? Meaning truck drivers make up X percentage of employment in the U.S., right? Of course, a machine is going to do it better. A machine doesn't have to sleep. A machine doesn't get sick. A machine isn't texting, on and on. It's efficiency.
Machines are texting all the time.
Yeah. So, but don't do it. Like, just don't do it. It's likely the cost is higher than the benefit, even though there'll be fewer fatalities and whatever. But like societally, and we cannot stop it. We cannot put the brakes on it.
So this podcast started with.
I gave a sheer on this, by the way.
On our.
I mean, I didn't do it. I got it from ChatGPT, but I gave a sheer on Torah and AI and Torah concepts and AI, and it was great. Like, actually, it gave me a fantastic. My black friend gave me this thing, and it gave. First of all, it started with the Tower of Babel as this metaphor, and then the golem as a metaphor, and then we got into
the golem is just a fake thing.
The idea of like a universal basic income, which could be something that we're heading toward, and the mun, and what that does to a society to be wholly.
You know what I do?
Dependent.
For our religious Jewish listeners, anytime the man is mentioned, like
manna.
The manna.
That's what they want to hear.
Is that what the manosphere is?
I don't know, but
anytime it says in the Torah reading, like the man, Haman, I'll go boo.
You're that guy?
Try it.
I was wondering where that's coming from in shul.
Yeah, it just takes Purim with you throughout the year.
And gets people upset at you, I imagine. It could be.
I boo quietly.
That's all internal.
So this podcast started for us talking about what it's like to live in Israel with everything that was going on. We started.
And it started negative, unfortunately, because I was just in a bad mood. Yeah.
No, there was a good reason to be.
It started way back. You're saying?
When we first? No, not this episode.
Oh, yeah,
our first episode. I'm talking about the podcast.
It started before October 7th.
No, it didn't.
Must have.
No, it started after. Our second episode was Our Kids Are Fighting.
Oh yeah,
you should be more of a fan of the podcast.
I know.
And now I think that the angst is more universal, both for Jews around the world and for humans around the world.
Maybe we're just getting older.
The more I read, like Norm Macdonald used to say about Hitler, he used to say, the more I learn about this Hitler guy, the less I care for him. That Hitler was a real jerk.
Is that just a function? Is that a function of the world we live in, or us getting older and more jaded?
I think it's a function of the world. There is definitely an element of our getting older, but it's. I think the world is in a position it's never been in before in terms of uncertainty. Right. I think everyone kind of feels it.
Yeah.
And it's very strange.
Yeah, I also think there's like the rails. We've gone off the rails. We've talked about this before, but in terms of what's allowed to be said and expressed about other people and other groups, I don't want to say the words Overton window. And so you're feeling it more, meaning whereas someone else might have been thinking, oh, that dirty Jew, or why did he Jew me down? Or, like these types of ideas, if you bring it back to Jews, and now they're going to say it, and they'll say it online to an audience, and they'll get tons of positive feedback for it. That doesn't do good for humanity, right? And so you're talking about a conflict. Now, where is my primary concern? Because I am a very proud Jew and a lover of Israel, right? That's me.
And a lover of children.
I love children. And so for someone like me that loves Israel and loves Jews, like I am actually worried about, and a student of Jewish history, as you know, I'm worried about like this unbelievable reckoning the world is going to have with AI and the impact it'll have on us. Right. Like, because when there's times of distress and times of economic instability and depression, they basically go for the Jews typically because for all kinds of reasons.
Right. That's part of it. That very smart article that was popular a few months ago, we might have discussed it, talked about that.
Oh, really?
I forgot who wrote it.
Well, the heads of every AI company is Jewish, right? Like, it's like an easy...
Not everyone, not Peter Thiel.
Which company does he have?
Palantir.
Oh, okay.
But you mean the big ones like Anthropic and OpenAI?
Do you ever go to, what's his name's, to X? Like,
yeah, I consult X. I don't follow anyone, but I look people up.
By the way, what's amazing to me is how everything has been devalued. Meaning the people I gave this year to assumed that AI...
It's such a good sheer assume. You have the tune right.
Assumed that AI had created the shear. Now, they were right. But it didn't have to be. Right. I could have come up with it myself.
They made an assumption, and by making an assumption, they made an ass out of you and umption.
Yeah. By the way, I'm kidding. I came up with this year myself.
Of course you did.
No, I really did. But I feel like I could have gone to AI for this year. And everyone feels that way. And so what does it mean in a world where you have human knowledge and human productivity and human accomplishment so devalued because something else could always do it better? I
believed you until this moment that AI had written it for you.
Right. Why not? It could have done a better job. It could have thought of more things. And so it's...
When you mention that those sophisticated themes, the Tower of Babel, the manna, and what was the other one?
I said the golem.
And the golem, I
think AI would have done better,
sophisticated,
honestly.
and AI wrote such a sophisticated sheer for you.
Right.
And now what I'm thinking is, wow, Benji came up with that himself. He must not have understood it. What did you say? So now it's just confusing.
How can we lift our audience out of our own malaise as a like? Give me something good happening in your life.
Well, this family.
Have you seen The Odyssey?
No, my son saw.
You want to go with me one night?
No.
I'll bring the dogs.
Long. It's 3 hours. If you bring the dogs, I'll go.
By the way, there's some sort of like ladder of like how good to see it. I don't know how to say that exactly, but like I was talking to someone who said they're traveling from DC to Philly in order to see it in the optimum IMAX, meaning there's only...
Oh, you're right. There's a thing
There's like 50 of those theaters. One is at Lincoln Center, actually.
One of my sons was very snobby about that, about where to see it.
I mean, it has to be IMAX, I think.
Why? I don't know.
Did you read The Odyssey?
Does anyone read that? I read part of it.
I read in 9th grade. No, I really read it.
I read the Cliff Notes.
With Mrs. Krebs. Shout out.
Shout out to Mrs. Krebs.
Yeah.
I think Krebs means cancer.
Well, interesting thing, I have a defining memory of Mrs. Krebs, and that was when we were freshmen. This would be at Frisch. A lot of people go there now.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different place at the time, and the thing was that they would throw freshmen in the showers, right? And so I remember a friend of ours, Yehuda, walking into class, soaking wet.
To try to avoid getting thrown into the shower.
No, he had been thrown in the break. They would hit us between classes. You had like 3 minutes, right?
You know what's sad is when the kids start to throw themselves in the shower.
Yeah.
Just internalizing the violence.
Right. I don't know if that happened so much. I mean,
it's so sad when
we were throwing freshmen in.
It's so sad when kids take showers.
We would do it.
What?
No, I never threw a freshman in. But what I remember is him walking into class.
That's how the word freshman it came about. It's a fresh, fresh out of the shower.
Exactly. Right.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they say freshman anymore because it's man.
Oh, fresh people.
Fresh people.
Fresh attendants, like cabin attendants.
You know, I did. Anyway, Yehuda walked in and he was soaking wet. Mrs. Krebs looked up from the Odyssey and said, "Oh, seniors?" I mean, like it was so okay,
so accepted.
And he sits down soaking wet, and that was it. Like you're living with it. I actually was never thrown in because I had an older brother.
You were that unpopular.
No, it wasn't that. I had an older brother
even
who protected me. But I do stand-up comedy occasionally.
I've heard.
And I did it the other day.
You should try it at night.
At night, actually.
Oh.
And so first of all, there was something wacky because
zany?
Something zany. A guy brought his 11-year-old or 10-year-old kid.
That's not right.
And the girl who went up before me named Anna, it was all about sex.
I don't like when comedians talk about sex. That's inappropriate.
A lot of comedians do that. That's called blue humor.
It can be funny when it's not the.
Eddie Murphy was funny. Did he talk about sex?
Go rewatch Eddie Murphy. He's not that funny anymore.
I don't believe that.
Go rewatch it. I did. Like
Delirious.
Delirious is not that funny. It's a lot of bad language, a lot of potty mouth.
I may have told this story on the podcast, but it's been so long I doubt our listeners remember. But that once in summer camp, I went to Camp Moshava, which explains why I'm here.
Uh-huh.
And so I asked my parents to bring up my cassettes, which I had gotten through one of those, like, you pay a penny and then you get one every month and then you owe them.
Great investment.
You owe them $1 million.
You've always been an investor.
Pretty much. No, it's Polymarket. And so I told them to bring up my cassettes in the station wagon for visiting day.
Uh-huh.
And they just popped one in.
It has to be in the station wagon. You're very particular about your music.
It was, but it was Eddie Murphy, like Delirious.
Yeah.
And my parents were
bored in the car.
They were going to kill me. Like it was filthy. It was filthy. But anyway, they brought their little child.
Yes.
And this
Anna, the foul mouth.
Anna foul mouth. And I went up and I just said to the father, I'm like, there's no way you're really his father, right? Like you kidnapped him. Like there's no way this kid. And then I pointed to the kid. I'm like, would you be interested in being adopted by like a normal family? And I felt like mean doing it in the moment, but he so deserved it, the dad. Like it's not okay. But anyway, there was a whole table there of the happiest looking people in the world. And they were all something else. There was a they there. They were all bisexual. They were all something, young people.
If they were all bisexual, then there must have been an even number of them.
Is that right?
I think in math.
I don't know if that's true.
Me either.
Not necessarily.
Well, then one of them is polyamor.
I think one of them is. That came up. One of their friends went up and
then
did
there could
it.
Be an odd
she was
number.
really nice, actually. And when I was there, and the laughter was rolling, not for me, but other people, right? I realized that we just need to get out of it.
Get out of what?
Get out of the house with the dogs.
Okay.
This is for the audience. If anyone happens to have a wife who's in another continent, be it Africa or America
or Asia,
or whatever, that you just need to get out
of your house.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's good advice.
Meaning I try to end on a positive. The positive is that it's our connection. All we will have is our connection to each other, because a computer and AI is not going to do a great job with that. And so my sitting here with you, my staring into your eyes.
I'm sorry.
In your beautiful new kitchen.
Thank you.
With this incredible oven.
Our new studio.
Your oven is an air fryer. It's also a microwave. It's also, meaning, think of the positive, what you have.
Right.
As a child, what'd you have? You had a stovetop on the range. We were like Little House on the Prairie.
We were early microwave adopters. We were
really?
Early.
My mom thought it would kill me.
My mom didn't.
My mother's amazing, but she often talks about what a good cook she is, but we always had a live-in maid. And she'd say, isn't this delicious? Like, look at fishing for a compliment, but meaning...
But the maid cooked?
Yeah.
But your mom supervised the cooks, like a manager.
I guess so. The buck stopped with my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you cook buck?
Never.
Nothing like fresh buck.
I know.
All right. I think I'm getting hungry now. I think
Did
we
you
should
end on a
wrap up
positive,
this
though? That's
episode.
all I wanted.
Well, I think freshly cooked venison.
No, a positive about Israel or a positive about life, or meaning the
think-
world, the future. Give me something to go home with.
I think that if we make the right decision every time we have to make a decision, then that's the best path in the end.
That's impossible.
No, it's possible.
You can't make the best decision every time there's a decision point. We're human.
Well, we can make mistakes, but if we try to,
We as a society.
as individuals,
Okay, that I love because we can control what we do.
to an extent.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm going to leave here and make some good decisions today.
Right.
And you have to take your own
Like
advice.
you said before, you hear about a funeral, God forbid, or a shiva. So even though you might have other things to do, make the right decision and go.
Right.
That would be the right decision.
Okay, I'm going to take that to the bank.
Thank you. Take that to Poly Market.
I'll take it over there. Yeah, I got
Benji, I'm so excited that we got together for another episode.
Me too.
And that the recording feature worked.
I hope it did this time.
And,
if not, we'll do it again.
If you're hearing this and it worked. Are you hearing this, Benji?
I hear you right now. That doesn't mean anything,
doesn't mean
but I'm very hopeful.
I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
and to all our listeners.
Shalom. Love to the family.
And let's do this again soon.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Shabbat Shalom. Bye-bye.